How's Doug's sunflower? Because last time I talked to you, you were being two-timed. Your other half, Doug, was cheating on you with a sunflower. That was taking all his attention and his affection away from you.
Oh my God, this thing is a triffid. It's gone past the guttering now.
Right. But is the relationship with him and her still the same?
What with Sonny McSunface?
So the flower is called Sonny McSunface.
So, yeah, I was just wondering if I might actually be able to show you Sonny McSunface.
Oh, that would be good.
Might have to go next door. That is the only thing. And unplug myself.
Wow.
Because you can see it from here, but you won't be able to see it as well. Let me have a look. Hang on. I can take the mouse out, so I don't need that. Okay. Right.
Well, we're
okay.
on the move. We are on the move.
Apologies for the mess. Let me have a look. Yeah, because you might be able to see her.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see it. Wow. That's a beanstalk.
It is, isn't it? And it's actually beyond the guttering now. It's above the guttering.
So are you on the ground floor there?
No, this is the first floor. This is our bedroom. This is what I can see when I get up and look out the window.
And that's one sunflower?
That is just one, yeah. That is one giant sunflower.
Wow.
I know. It's massive, isn't it? But I mean, Doug never does things by halves.
Right. And, okay, so this is where all his attention is going at the moment.
Well, quite a lot of it, yeah. Although it's not as intense as growing a pumpkin or something like that, mercifully.
I had an idea, actually.
God.
I had an idea for Zoom, for showing you around. I was wondering, if I emailed myself an invitation on Zoom, and then I opened that invitation on my phone, would the phone then be the third party in this Zoom chat?
Oh, yeah, I would have thought so.
Let's try that. Now, I've not tested this.
Have you tried interviewing yourself?
No, but that's something I could do if this works.
You're short of an interviewee one week.
This is why I should have tried this earlier, because we still don't even know if it'll work.
It's right, though, isn't it?
But if it does work, it means I can show you the studio setup.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask
rather than you just seeing the inside of the wardrobe.
How is the broom cupboard?
Studio.
So how is the very high-tech studio? It does look very impressive.
Does it?
Oh, yes.
Let's see. Join meeting. Meeting ID. Surely you just click on it. I'm going to go back to the email. Now I've installed the app. And I'm going to hit the link again. Meeting ID. I need a meeting ID?
Be in the email.
Continue. I agree. Okay, access the camera. Ah! So now... Well, that's strange. I don't see the... Sure. You
can't see yourself.
Hold on. Join with video. No, I'm getting there. Okay. Allow. Oh, now I've got to invite myself in. So if I admit... Right? So can you see another version of me?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
from your knee or whatever. Hello.
To hear others, please join audio. Call using internet audio. Suppose that's it, is it? Okay. Okay.
Clone
so now,
yourself.
Unfortunately, yeah. So if I mute this mic,
there we go.
Yeah.
And if I unplug this headphone lead, which is the one in my ear here, if I unplug that and plug this in instead, let's see. Oh, you're getting a picture of this. You're getting a weird picture of the ceiling now. Okay.
Yeah, it's very Austin Powers.
Is it? Right.
Yeah,
okay.
black and white.
Now, and can I flick this? Can I? There we go. Right. So now you should see. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh.
So right. Okay. So let's see here. Right. So you can hear and see me, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So this is the room I was previously in, right? And my desk was here, which you can see now is right. My desk was there.
Yeah.
The background that you used to get of me sat at the desk was of that kind of view behind me, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
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 So what I did, see, that's what was the wardrobe.
Ah.
So I bought a rail to hang all the clothes on that were in the wardrobe and put
I
them
see.
there, which is now weird.
No,
right?
it looks
Yeah.
neat.
So that's the view before. So now this is the wardrobe. So if I open the door here, you can see that that's kind of the desk and the thing, right? And what I did, I put these acoustic tiles, and I put white ones on this side to reflect this light onto my face. So I'm not got direct. That would be direct. The light on my face would be too harsh because I sit there.
Yeah.
So I bought white tiles and put them there, and the light reflects off there and bounces off the white ones. Then I've got the ones behind, because the dark ones make a better backdrop.
Yeah.
Behind me.
Yeah, you don't want white, do you?
Yeah.
She
so
says.
For Zoom, I have the door open because it gets too hot in there.
Oh God, I can imagine.
And I have this curtain over there which covers up. There's a white thing there, and I attach that with a weird little Velcro strip. Where's it gone?
Yeah.
See, it's all
mod cons, isn't it?
It is. Oh, I had a Velcro strip on here. Is it fallen off? Is that what's? Anyway, I normally have like a Velcro. I don't even. Oh no, it's a sticker, right? The stickers come off, right? So I stick that down like that.
Yeah.
So that makes it so that when you look at it, so then when I sit here, I see, as you can see, I see the screen, so I can see you.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's weird, isn't it? It's like when you put the mirrors together.
So then I've got the mixing desk here. So this is the microphone. That's the computer. This is the aux, so I can plug. There's some tweezers there.
Is that a sock, or is it a microphone or something?
No, that's a microphone thing that goes on the end of this. See, that's just an alternative. Yeah, it's an alternative one for that. That's to remind me to ring BT and sort out Julie's phone. So so I've got the little mixing desk here, and then I've got the light there, but it reflects off there rather than straight at me. So that's kind of the setup. Did that look good?
Isn't it? That's really good.
Yeah,
clever you.
And that's the whole studio. That's the ceiling, and that's the whole thing. So now you've had the full tour.
Oh, full tour. The $10 tour. So is this helping with the background noise that you were getting from motorbikes and the planes and the like?
Can you hear me now? Hold on a second.
Yeah.
I've got to change the headphone over to this one, because I've got the earpiece there. Right. So can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Right, so now I'm on the decent mic instead of
I can hear
the headphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that with the door closed. What?
Very posh. Very posh.
This is just these are free headphones I got on Singapore Airlines.
I don't mean that. I mean the studio. Very good. Very posh.
Right. Oh yeah. See how you've got you can see this side. You can see these white things here. So what I do is because these are the white tiles, I turn that like that. And I sit right in the corner, so it frames it nicer. See it? You can't see the white tiles.
That's better.
So, and I have the computer up just a little bit, because I've found if you have the camera just above eye height, it's more forgiving. And I've got this one.
Harsh light on mine, and then there's Doug Dunn's dirty underwear behind me. Actually, no, I moved it.
And I do this as well. If you go to the video settings.
Yeah.
There's a one that says touch up my appearance. So I have that. If I turn that off, see how I'm a bit more harsh and a bit more normal.
Yeah,
and then when I switch it, it looks like I'm wearing makeup.
Oh, that's clever.
So there's some Zoom tips in there in today's Zoomcast.
That's good, isn't it? Yeah. Spice it up a bit. Conference calls.
So that's how I've done it. Yeah, but the audiobooks is going quite well. Like the first one's for sale.
Oh, brilliant.
Did I send you a link to get a free one?
No, I think you said you were going to. Yeah,
okay,
I was wondering about turning into a competition or something.
Really?
Yeah, well, we're always doing competitions on happening in Hearts. So.
Well, do you want two? Should I send you one to give away and one to...
Oh, that would be brilliant. Yeah,
I'll do that. I'll email you 2 codes to download the free Jack Wiltshire book. Just watch out for the awkward sex scene in the temple about...
Oh, we'll go straight to that bit.
Right.
Which
Yeah.
page? No, it doesn't matter because it's audiobook. It doesn't have a page, does it?
No.
Near the
Has
end.
chapters though. Has chapters.
Oh, of course it would. Yeah.
But yeah, all right. I'll send you those. In fact, anyone who's watching this right now who signs up to my brand new audiobook newsletter, not only will you get emailed every time I've got a new audiobook out, if you go to the description below, I'll put a link for you to sign up to my newsletter. And if you sign up to my newsletter, the next 10 people that do that, I'll send you a free code to get the audiobook as well. Look at that.
Wow, fantastic.
Hey, look at this. I'm like one of those influencer people now, aren't I? Except anyone who was influenced by me needs a lot of help. Yeah. So what else you been up to then?
What else? I'm trying to think. Not an awful lot. We haven't really been going out that much more. But Stellan's excited because the charity shop in the village is open. In Stansted Abbots is open tomorrow.
The charity shop. Why is he?
Yeah.
Why is he so excited about the charity shop?
Because it's near school and they have a toys section, and of course you can get something for 30p, but there's only one person allowed in at one time, so that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Because it's just Julie shops open today.
They're open today.
Now,
in Hitchin. It's called Hermitage Road and Co. I think they're changing their name because there's quite a famous restaurant in Hitchin it's on Hermitage Road called The Hermitage, and they've got downstairs, they've got a coffee bar, and the coffee bar is part of her shop as well, but it's a separate business. So I think they're going to change the name. But they've been doing stuff online, and Julie's been going out and delivering the stuff.
Oh, that's good.
During lockdown, yeah. But today's their first day back, so I'm expecting her to come home completely frazzled because it's all new rules and things to learn, and people are going to get frustrated because they're going to have rules of how many people at a time can go in the shop. So that'll be interesting.
Has she got to dress up in, wearing a mask and
gown? They're going to have face
or...
masks and gloves and.
Really?
Yeah, they're going to.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Because it looks like we're coming out of this now, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, somehow, yeah, slowly, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting. People locally went mad because there was a car boot yesterday, and everyone went mental and went there, and there was not pile-ups, but there were queues around the roundabout and things to try and get into it.
To a car boot sale.
Yeah, it is quite a big one. The Great Amwell one, it's very big. But this led to a lot of ranting on the local Facebook group about how people shouldn't be going and all this sort of thing. And
but how else are they going to get pirate DVDs? I mean,
well, exactly, yeah.
And there's an industry there being stopped.
There is. And the only other interesting thing, on the radio this morning, when we got Alexa to play the news, there was some COVID expert explaining, because you've got to wear face masks if you go on the bus or train.
Oh, yeah,
or whatever.
from today, yeah.
Explaining how to make them, and she did actually say you can make them from your underwear.
Right, yeah.
So then discussion between Doug and I ensued as to which particular items of underwear you might use to make them.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, and I think Bridget. I think you're probably best off with Bridget Jones pants or something along those lines.
Yeah,
probably.
I'm sure there's a few people that could use pants for more than just a face mask. A full headscarf.
It might be wise in some instances. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paper bag maybe.
Yeah. You'd be better off with brand new underwear, I would have thought. You wouldn't...
Oh God, I would have thought. And a thong wouldn't be much use. I mean, there's not much material on that. It's
not enough gusset, is there?
Definitely not enough gusset. No. Yeah, and then oh no, wash first. Which you don't mind. There were all these little videos circulating on Facebook or Faceache as I call it, as to how to make one.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I don't like Facebook.
No,
I can't get into it.
You can't get into it.
No,
I've
Twitter,
got a lot more into it.
But
yeah.
Not Facebook, yeah.
It's funny, I was always a Twitter person and not keen on Facebook, and then since the lockdown, I'm more into Facebook than Twitter because it just seems a bit. Well, maybe it's just people I follow. They're more cheerful than the people on Twitter who are full of doom at the moment. Apart from his good self, obviously.
Yeah.
But no, that's interesting.
No, I love the wonderful thing on Twitter is somebody I'll post something, and then someone will post something. They won't get the humor, or they'll just go, "I think you'll find," and I'll answer them, and then they'll have another go, and I block them at that instant, at that just right then. That's as far as it ever goes. So it's I put it up, they make a comment, I comment back. If they comment back on that comment and they still haven't got where I'm going, block, and they disappear.
Wild.
They just disappear. It's fantastic. I wish
That's
I could do
good.
that in real life with people who annoy me. Just
It'd be
click
nice,
something
wouldn't
and
it?
never see them again. Anti-social media. That's what we need.
Antisocial. Alexa, make person disappear.
Yeah.
Make bully disappear.
Get out of
Yeah.
my Facebook. That's what we need.
So what have you been? Oh, I was going to say my mum made one out of a sock.
Yes.
You know, there was a video of the face mask. My mum made a face mask out of a sock.
Yeah.
And then she was dead pleased with herself that she'd done this. And then one of her friends she was out with, she told, and her friend was so embarrassed that she gave her a proper one.
Oh, really? It wasn't that? It didn't do that
She said,
good a
Helen,
job.
please don't wear this thing made out of a sock. Here's a proper surgical mask or whatever.
I don't know. I think, if I've got the choice, I would rather take the car than have to wear a face mask on public transport. I don't think this is going to be good for the environment.
Definitely.
If I've got the choice. If I haven't got the choice, well, then you're going to have to do it. But
yeah.
Not that I've got anywhere to go.
I don't want to. Well, you're all set up here, aren't you?
I am. But it's going to take...
Are you going stir crazy or...
Well, the book I'm doing at the moment, I'm not enjoying. That doesn't help.
And is this a different author or?
Yeah, this different author again. And oh, by the way, I've got to be careful what I say about the authors.
Yeah. We'll just cut it out.
The authors watch these YouTubes.
Oh God! Didn't you interview the Jack Wiltshire? You interviewed him, didn't you?
I interviewed Malcolm Archibald, who was lovely, the Scotsman who wrote the Jack Wiltshire books. Yeah,
Jack Wilshire's a character.
I've done 2 of his books. The one that you can get for free if you sign up to my newsletter.
Sign up.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
And I'll send you 2 things. I'll be tonight when Julie comes home because she knows how to do it, and I'm not.
Oh, there's no
Yeah.
rush.
But his books are wonderful, Jack Wiltshire. So I've done book 5. I did first, and then I did book 4, and I interviewed him. Yes, on here and put it on YouTube. Fabulous. Yeah. Remember I was talking to you last time about, I keep calling him Spitfire Boy, which is an insult. So sorry, D.G. Lee, the author of the book about the Spitfire. Remember I was talking to you about him and the interesting back and forth I'd had with him about characters and the Sam Neill, Captain Kirk kind of thing?
Is this the old geezer in the care home who'd flown a Spitfire and then they were going to break him out? Is that the one? Yeah.
Yeah. Now I ended up getting that book.
Yeah.
And it's a fabulous story. It's not for sale yet. It will be. It's not out yet, but I'll let you know when that one's out. Fabulous. Loved it. Loved every second of it. He commented on the YouTube video that you and I did when I was talking about
really
dealing with these authors. But
yeah,
he's clearly had fun with it. So now there's another one who calls himself Javelin. Now be careful because he'll be watching this.
Right, yeah, it's not like, but yeah, cut that out.
Calls himself Javelin.
Javelin, yeah.
And I auditioned for a book he'd written, which once again was a fabulous book. It was a kid's book. I thought kids' books will be fun, and I'm right, because you can go over the top on the characters. The books are really short, and there are no long, difficult words in them.
No, of course not.
And they really are written to be read out loud.
Yeah.
Whereas other books are not written that way. So, and it's the only kids' book I saw. There's not that many available to audition for. Maybe they get snapped up, because if I can see them, I'm going to go for them because they're so much fun.
Yeah.
So this was the story of a frog that had wings but couldn't fly. And so he's asking all the other animals why he can't fly, and then he tries and plop. It was great. So I auditioned for it, and I got a note back from ACX saying you didn't get it. So then I get a note from Javelin saying he wants me to do the book. And I can't, there's some dispute going on, like someone has I don't know, been given the right to do it or something, but he sent a link to the correspondence he had with this other person or ACX, and it wouldn't open, so I don't know what the hell's gone on.
Yeah.
But, he's been interested. There's been a lot of back and forth there with Javelin.
Yeah.
And obviously there was a lot of back and forth with D.G. Lee, who wrote the Spitfire book, which I knew that because it was clear he was not low maintenance at the very beginning.
No.
However, everything he said, because he would check each chapter as I did it, and then I'd get notes.
Oh, really?
But everything he said was spot on. And I think it's a better book because of it. So that worked well.
Yeah.
So doing the books has been really interesting. Except, so this one I'm doing at the moment.
Oh.
It's about it's set in 720 AD, and it's about a king. So there's all kind of this old English in it. So you Google how to pronounce the words, and they're not there because it's a dead language.
Yeah.
And at the back, there's a glossary of just the place names.
Yeah.
And there's one page of them there.
Yeah.
2.
Oh, wow.
3, 4 full pages of just medieval place names.
Yeah.
And that's just the place names. The characters' names are all Old English as well. The king is Ethelbald. And then there's Ethelherod, and there's, and all the place names are all like Scroggersborough, Snottingham.
Isn't that somewhere up north?
Sounds like it, where it's cold and they have runny noses.
Yeah, basically.
Anyway, so that one I'm not...
Service station, nothing else. Yeah. Yeah.
So, yes, they're the name of motorway service stations. So... I'm not enjoying this one because every half a page I have to try and look up a word and then have my best guess at it. And in the back of my head I'm thinking all the time, when they get this audio, they're going to get back to me and go, that's not how you pronounce that word. And I'm going to spend another few hours going back and fixing it all up. So I'm not enjoying it. It's a 22 chapter 6-hour book, and I did chapter 14 this morning, so I've still got a long way to go. And
sounds like you need a scholar to help you, so is it Old English words or Middle English? Middle English.
Well, the 700s.
Yeah, it might be. I did some medieval English at university, but you might want to find yourself a pet Cambridge scholar who can help you.
Cambridge scholar?
Yeah. I can recommend a few people if you like. Because they used to do
much work. I just want to be reading out loud for money.
It's quite good fun. I mean, we had to do Chaucer. I mean, it's Middle English, it's medieval stuff, rather than Beowulf or whatever, which is a totally different language. But sometimes the lecturers, and Gawain the Green Knight, which is a Knights of the Round Table story, but they actually have people who can read it with the accent, and it sounds a bit like people.
Well, why didn't they get someone like that to read this?
I don't know. Probably wouldn't be as fun. I don't know.
Bloke who was born in Liverpool, grew up in Great Sankey, lived in Australia and New Zealand, and now lives in Hertfordshire. What chance have I got?
No problem at all. You'd be able to do it.
Anyway,
so how's that going?
The other thing is, right, because I'm going for royalty share, which means I get a share of the royalty when the books get sold.
Yeah.
There's only one for sale right now, and it takes months for the money to come in. The other 2 I've done are still not for sale, the Spitfire book and the Darrington book. They're still not, so I've got to wait. Got to wait a long time for the money. And now the fix money has run out.
Oh no, the fix.
So for 3 months after I got fired, I was still getting paid. Well, that stopped. So the end of this month, the end of June, I won't get a paycheck.
No.
So I've been auditioning for other books that don't pay the royalty share, books that pay a price per finished hour of work.
Yeah.
And I haven't got any of them. They're harder to get, it turns out. Because they pay up front. You don't have to wait. So I've been looking through what's available. And so I've stopped auditioning for price per finished hour.
Yeah.
And I've started auditioning for Royalty Share Plus, which is where you get the royalty share, but they give you a little bit, not as much as per finished hour. They'll give you a little bit for per finished hour, okay, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And there are loads on there, but most of the ones on there that look decent, meaning that their Kindle version and the Amazon thing that they're selling, because I look at how well the book sold before. I don't go for the ones that sold in it, right?
Yeah.
All of them are these like erotic ones. You know, where the picture cover has got a woman with a cleavage and two muscular men kind of.
Oh, I know exactly the kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah.
And I just don't think I'm comfortable with that kind of stuff.
No.
Well, when I did the Darrington, so the closest I've got is when I did the Jack Wiltshire book. There's the awkward sex scene in the temple.
Yeah.
But it's pretty mild.
Yeah.
You know, it describes her boobs.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I think that's as far as it goes.
Yeah.
The Darrington book went a little bit further.
Really?
Yeah.
Spitfire?
No, Spitfire. There's nothing in it. No,
there's
Spitfire's
no.
It
didn't sound like in the care home.
The Darrington book is the other one. The Darrington book is
not much room in the Spitfire either.
No.
Really. I don't know. Maybe it's possible. I don't know.
No,
let's not go there.
Let's
okay,
not say
sorry.
Joystick. Okay, let's get that out of it. Okay.
Joystick.
Right. So,
Chocks away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no, the Darrington book is what is known as a Regency romance. This was the one where the bloke came back from the sea, the guy with the servants, and he was in Brighton.
Oh, yes, I remember now.
That one, towards the end, got a little graphic, but nothing.
Oh, really?
Well, they get together, and the taffeta is ruffled, and.
I can see you squirming already. So the thought then having to do erotica
the bodice opened, and he ended up way down there.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But there was, and that was as graphic as it got, which is fairly graphic in my eyes.
Yeah.
So I did look at one yesterday, one of these erotic ones, because they are paying a royalty share plus, and this one was in the top bestsellers, so it would sell as well, because they have to do that because you're going to get the royalty share, and it was paying a royalty share plus.
Yeah.
And so I looked at the audition, and the audition was extremely graphic.
Really? Okay.
The language used, for instance, was.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So. I don't know if I'm cut out for that kind of work.
Yeah, is it sweary language, or is it anatomical?
It's sweary language to describe anatomical.
See you next Tuesday, that sort of thing.
I didn't see that word.
Right, okay.
But there was the F word was in there.
Shocking, yeah.
But it was not used as an adjective. It was used as a description of a procedure.
Right, okay. I get you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes.
And so, I don't know if I'm cut out for that. I
know what you mean, because you've got to give your all to it. We've got to suspend the disbelief and
you got to be. So I did have a thought in the night, but I'm not sure if I want to go this way. Because one of my issues is, if I do a kids book, which I want to do the kids books, I do want to do the kids books, right?
Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah,
and
you went typecast.
My name is on the cover of the book. Like the Spitfire book, it's like, the Spitfire, Graham Mack, narrated by Graham Mack. And the same with the Jack Wiltshire book, Graham Mack. If I did a load of kids' books, and, we're talking maybe 10 years down the line, I get a reputation for being a great narrator of kids' books. And there's some, 10-year-old in a bookshop and sees a book and go, Graham Mack, I know him. He does the one about the frog with wings that can't fly. I'm getting this book, and then opens it. You know what I'm saying? That would be a horrific experience.
This frog can do all manner of things that we didn't think were possible in the Spitfire or anywhere else. Yeah. I see your dilemma.
So, but there is an option, but I still don't know if I'm ready for it. You don't have to give your real name. You can make up a pseudonym.
Pseudonym, yeah.
So I could have a porn star name.
So what have you got? What would it be? What would it be?
Well, I don't know. I haven't.
Big Mac or something.
I don't know. I haven't thought that deeply, but that's what you do, isn't it?
What did it used to be? The name of your first pet and then the street you grew up in, or I can't remember.
It was
Something
something like that. There is a rule to it, isn't there?
Yeah.
So that's an option, but I still don't know. What do you think? Because I'd still have to do it.
You would have to do it, yeah. You would have to do it, and it's several. How many hours? 6 hours or something? You say?
No, the
It's a
one I
lot.
saw was only 3 hours.
Oh, 3 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you could give it. You could have a try reading one at home and see if you can. No, I don't think I could do it.
No, I don't.
I think you just start laughing. That's
I know that. There's part of that, and part of it's like really uncomfortable. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I just.
What does Julie think?
I haven't. Well, I told her I'd looked at an audition yesterday and said it's fairly graphic. I said I'm not sure I'm real comfortable with that. And she didn't really say much, but
no,
I don't know. But at that stage, I hadn't worked out that I could use a pseudonym, because I think that would be a problem as well. If you did get known for narrating, you'd go like, oh, this guy always, because I pick the books that I do. They go, oh, this guy always picks a good book. If then what is it that Dennis Norden said? It would be like seeing Santa eating venison.
Yeah,
but don't you have to think about this? I mean, I don't know where this audiobook thing would lead, but you can't turn back the clock if you've ended up with that position. If you become well known, if I find the children's ones and you become well known as good fun, you really wouldn't want to see a host. If you were to think back to when you were a kid, if you suddenly saw the lady from Play School in an erotic movie, even as an adult, when you saw it would be traumatic.
No, and then I'm glad I never. I mean, let's not get onto the subject, but I'm glad I never sent the letters to Jim Will Fix It that I wrote saying I wanted to meet Garfield.
Yeah,
it's just as well. So no, on a serious note, I think you probably don't want to get involved.
I think you should stay away from that.
I think you probably should.
However, if money gets tight, I may have to go. This is a question of it, because I once saw Danny Bonaducci. Do you know who that is?
No.
Being interviewed. Danny Bonaducci. He played. You ever see The Partridge Family?
Yes.
Do you remember the young ginger kid in The Partridge Family?
Yes.
I think his character's name was Danny.
Oh,
Not sure. Anyway, the
Yeah.
young ginger kid in The Partridge Family, that's Danny Bonaducci.
Okay.
Now he's all grown up now, of course, because that show was early 70s.
Oh yeah, a long time ago.
And he's a radio presenter now, believe it or not. He's on in Seattle. He's on KZOK, I think he's on in Seattle. Yeah. He's worked on stations all over the place. But he got to that because he became a stand-up comedian.
Hey.
And he was asked about stand-up comedy in an interview I watched with him on a late-night TV show in Australia. And he said stand-up comedy, doing comedy is a lot like prostitution. He said, you start out doing it with people you know really well. Then you start doing it with people you don't know that well.
Yeah.
And then after a while you think to yourself, hey, I could get paid for this.
Oh, God.
So I wonder if this is kind of with the dirty audiobooks, is that that's because I don't think many people choose prostitution as a career. It's not on career day. It's not a thing.
I don't remember anyone having a stall.
I think it's a needs must profession, isn't it?
Definitely,
either a lot of debt or a substance abuse problem that needs to be fed, or situations. I think, and I think that's how that happens. That could be where I'm headed. That
that's dark.
It is dark. The radio. The audio version of prostitution is doing dirty books, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose.
I spoke to Ken Levine, the comedy writer, the other day, and one of the things he says about radio, for instance, is on the food chain of entertainment. It goes movies, TV, street performing, radio.
Oh,
so radio is already approaching the bottom, and you're just not hard to fall out the bottom. Where do you go then? A dirty book narrator.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't know if that's where I'm headed. I just don't know. I'm gonna wait. I think.
Yeah.
It hasn't come to that yet.
No.